My name is Terri Large. Most of you guys know me as your ASB secretary or friend. And this week they chose me to be in the spotlight. Most of you guys don't know is that when I was 10 years old, I overcome radiation and chemo because I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. I was diagnosed with a brain tumor and it was cancerous. And I took radiation for 45 days straight, stepped Saturdays and Sundays, of course. Also took chemo at the same time. After all that, I took chemo for 10 months straight. I was hospitalized at the hospital at Kaiser Sunset, and it was like a big process for me. I am so blessed that I will share this information with you guys, my fellow classmates, and today I have a special guest with me. The person who went through all this with me in my treatments is Dr. Horvath. And listen now.
Hello, my name is Dr. Agnes Horvath. I am practicing in Kaiser Fontana. I'm a pediatric hemato-oncologist. It's a subspecialty of pediatrics, and I treat children with blood diseases and cancer. And I met Terri at the time when she was diagnosed in, I think it was 2003, in the summer. She went to Sunset to Los Angeles to have her surgery, and then she came to us. And I will never forget that first time when we met. She was a younger little girl, appropriately frightened, and of course the family very anxious. And of course I think the difficult thing was for them, besides just dealing with this situation, that to come to Fontana. Fontana is just a little place. Who knows Fontana? I never even heard of it before. I always say probably it's not even on the map. But when you have something like this, you want to be in a big place, like Children's Hospital of Los Angeles or City of Hope. And in fact, they went there for a second opinion where they all agreed with the suggestion of therapy that we told Terri. And so we were the one who were treating her. And I think that over those very difficult months, we grew to know her, and she kind of got more, and the family, more comfortable with us. Because Fontana is a very special place, I think you agree. The nurses are wonderful, the care is very dedicated, and it has this personal touch. Would you agree? So anyway, but I know that you guys probably don't know what she exactly went through. It's really tremendous. It's not just a difficult disease, when anything happens in the brain, it always involves surgery, which is very dangerous. And I was surprised to see that she was so beautiful. She didn't have any problem after the surgery. No, she could use all of her extremities. She was talking, walking, and doing everything appropriately. And then she had to have very high dose radiation therapy, which also not easy. And after that, we had to give her really tough chemotherapy, so she had to be in the hospital for days and getting this very difficult treatment, which makes you just kind of sick. You feel very different, you are nauseous, you have to go through so many things. You lose your hair temporarily, because as you see, she got it back beautiful. So, but she just, I don't know that since you probably haven't heard this, her story before, how special she is. I'm just so proud of her. Look at her. She's, I call her the diva for me, our little patient. She is my social secretary. When we have the teenage group, she is one of the major player in that, and organizer. And as you can see, she's just so excited and enthusiastic about school and so involved with everything. I don't know if you guys know that she is also a very good dancer. She's in a dance group, and last weekend I think they had a beautiful performance in Ontario, and I was very happy when I felt very honored that I was invited and I could see her. It was just so wonderful to see her over there. So it's very difficult. I don't want you guys to really know much about cancer, which is not really part of life in a sense that you have to really deal with it, but just to see somebody who is so young and so courageous and goes through such a difficult experience and comes out so beautiful, I think it's just so special. And as I said, I'm so proud of her, and I want you to all appreciate that and know that she's somebody who not just understands so much about chemotherapy central lines and platelets and white cells, and when she's learning biology, it's a different thing for her, but also going through such a difficult experience, it really made her beautiful, strong, and I know ready for anything in life, almost like invincible. I'm really happy that I had this opportunity to come, because during the time she went through, we always felt that the school was somewhat away from her, and now that she's fully back, it's just so gratifying for me to see that. So thank you.
I have a special guest for you guys. She's one of our featured kids, and she was in the video. She's an inspiration to everybody that she meets. I'd like to introduce Terri Large.
Hi, my name is Terri Large. I'm a cancer survivor, and I currently have been battling cancer for the second time in my life. On June 15, 2003, I was diagnosed with cancer. It came back. I just thought I had a bad headache all day long. My parents took me to Kaiser Hospital. I was scared, and my mother was even more frightened. I couldn't see my head, and it was just pounding with pain. The doctors immediately gave me a CAT scan. And then that's when they found out that I had a big tumor in my head. It was called a pinealoblastoma. The doctor saw that I had too much fluid in my brain and immediately operated and drained the fluid. After I recovered, the doctors told us their plans. The doctor decided to do a second operation to eliminate much as possible as the tumor. But they tried, but they couldn't get all the tumor out. There was a little bit left over in the tumor, and they had to do strong radiation and chemotherapy. My life immediately changed as a cancer patient. I couldn't go to school anymore, and I was homeschooled. I didn't like homeschool at all, and I felt lonely, and I wanted to be with kids my own age. But I never understood why kids don't like school. I love school, and I love being around my own friends, my own peers. At 10 years old, the hardest thing for me battling cancer was I couldn't go to school. I missed school, and there was no way for me returning because I was still getting sick off my treatments. It took me a whole year to get better. At 10 years old, it felt like eternity. The doctors told me that the cancer doesn't come back in 5 years. I'll be cancer-free. I looked forward for that day. On October 31st, 2009, my cancer came back. Apparently, I didn't meet the 5 years mark. I thought things were back to normal, and I really enjoyed being treated like everyone else. The thing that makes the situation so terrible is that I get to go to school. I think that's why cancer treatment and schooling complement each other really well. My treatment wouldn't be harder if I didn't have school and as an escape, and vice versa. The one positive I see in this situation is that I'm helping others see God. God might put you through some storms, but He will always take you out. God is testing me every day, and to make me have a smile on my face. I smile knowing that I am living proof of God's message. Everything in my life is functioning smoothly. Going through cancer treatments has made me more mature and forced me to grow up faster. I am a little saddened by missing the annoyance of childhood, but I believe God has a plan for me. Sometimes I don't understand why people stress over little things in life when there's bigger problems. Life is so precious, and one should live and never live for granted. Tomorrow is not promised. People should celebrate each moment, and there's the last day on earth. And people should do what they love. If I can offer a little advice to this world, I would just say, live life to the fullest, be happy, and let each day come and take its place. life is magical. Mega Wing Foundation has a huge blessing on my family, and they paid for my energy shakes, which help my cancer treatments, and those drinks are very expensive. Mega Wing Foundation remember to help pay for everyday expenses that we tend to forget about. Our families are so worried about life and death and medical bills and doctor appointments and driving back and forth in rush hour that we forget about the simple things in life, like buying food, paying rent, buying gas, shopping for clothes. I know it sounds small, but my little iTunes card they gave me for making a Wish Foundation for Christmas put a happy face on my face, kind of listen to my favorite songs. It allowed me to be a kid again, escape my battle in cancer, if even for it's only temporary. Now that I'm 18 years old and graduating from high school, college is the next goal. I love school so much. I feel like college is the next obvious step. After all of my hard work and facing all of the obstacles, I am proud to say that I have been accepted to Laverne University. I plan on studying psychology so I can help counsel other families battling cancer. So many people gave me so much family, and I believe that I should return the favor as others. I'm very excited and scared at the same time going to college because I'll be able to live my personal expectations. Another concern is about college would be the tuition. It's just my mom and I know it will be a huge burden to ask her to pay for the full expedition, which all my medical bills and all adding up, I couldn't ask for her since she carried me 24/7. I just want to follow my dreams and go to college. I am successfully happy. I am successfully helped in other families. Making Wings Foundation has organized this event to help raise money for my college and tuition. I couldn't tell you how much this means to me and my mother. An amount of money you raise will take a burden off our shoulders. Making Wing Foundation has been making our lives easier, and we didn't have to ask for help. They just helped, and appreciate every bit of it. Making Wing Foundation is very generous to our family and many other families like mine. And I know how generous it wouldn't be possible without the generous donations of these wonderful donators as you guys. Your donations save lives and is making my battle with cancer a lot easier. God bless you all and thank you for everything.